Good morning, everybody. This is Terry with Gateway to Counseling. And yeah, I have a secret. I've been doing these different series and I've shared a lot about my personal life with you guys. And I was thinking the other day about this month that we're in, and I realized that there was something that has occurred in my life that I've never shared. And I thought about it and I was like, no, I don't want to share this information, right? And it was weird because good morning, Artina. And so I was thinking, I don't want to share this information with people out there, right? I don't want to be that transparent because that's a lot. And then I realized, well, why not? Why would you not want to share? Why? Because this is the very essence of the problem. This is the reason why this problem continues. It's because of me as a therapist not even wanting to share it when there are so many other people who have gone through the same thing and they don't want to share it either. And that's why we stay locked and confined. And I don't feel like I'm locked and confined, but it was just this feeling inside of me like, no, I don't want to tell people that. I hadn't even thought about it in so long. Why do I need to share this with people? And so I thought, well, okay, that's probably the reason why you need to share it. Guys, this month of April is Abuse Awareness Month, Childhood Abuse Awareness Month. And I wanted to do a series on this because there are so many people that are so locked into things that happened from their past. And things that happen from their past continue to dictate who they are to this day. So I will reveal my secret. When I was 7 years old, I was actually sexually abused by my stepdad. And it went on for a period of time. It wasn't long because I remember he was also physically abusing my mom. My mom would work hard. She would go to work in the afternoons when we came home from school, and he would sexually abuse me while she was away. And he would send my brother outside to play. And it didn't go on for long. I say not for long because she divorced him within 6 months of marrying him. She realized that she had made a huge mistake. Thank heavens. And it was over. It was done. I didn't tell anyone. Why? Because he told me he was going to kill me, maybe kill my brother, kill my mom. So, no, I didn't tell anyone that he was sexually abusing me. Good morning, Marla. I didn't tell anyone that he was sexually abusing me because I was terrified as a 7-year-old, this big grown man. And I did remember telling someone, a friend of mine at one point who was 4 years older than me, and she said, don't tell anybody. And so I didn't tell anybody. And even after it stopped and he was gone, I thought, well, it stopped. It's over. I'm never going to have to go through this again in my life. But the damage was done. And for years, I suffered from depression and I was suicidal. And I didn't know why because I overall had a pretty good life, right? But this stuff had damaged me. His abuse had damaged me. And I finally did tell my mom when I was probably around 13 because I knew how badly it was affecting me. And she was really devastated. She was so upset and she wanted to do something about it. But she didn't think she could do anything about it because it had been so many years. It had been like 6 years. And so we didn't know back then that you could still do something about it. And so I continued on. I thought I needed therapy, but I didn't want to burden my family with therapy. And they would send me to private school and our expenses were high. And so I just continued to live with it. And it affected me in my marriage because I started having flashbacks and I was making wrong decisions. I shouldn't have married the first husband in the first place, right? And so I was going through all these things because of what happened to me when I was younger. But thank heavens, I am a therapist for 25 plus years. And part of our requirement to become a therapist is that we have to go through treatment. Thank heavens. And so I went through treatment. And I learned something very important. I was an adult by the time I went to therapy for something that happened when I was 7 years old. But guess what? In my mind, I was still 7. I was still a child. And therapy helped me to grow up. And I went through my adolescent years and all of that. But I grew up. And I started making better decisions. And it took some time, guys, for me to really make some good decisions. But I started learning how I was stuck as an adult with a 7-year-old mind. I learned how I used sex to obtain love. I learned how I had to be a control freak. I learned how I had to control everybody and everything. And there were just so many other things that affected me because of this abuse that occurred when I was 7. Wow. And so I'm sharing this information with you guys today because I want you to come on this journey with me. I'm going to be doing live videos Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays and shooting them out to everybody. And we're going to be talking about this abuse and how it impacts our lives and how to overcome. I don't consider myself to be a victim. I consider myself to be a survivor. And I work with a lot of people on sex abuse, and I work with sex offenders. Believe it or not, I work with sex offenders, and it doesn't affect me. And it's so weird because I've just forgotten all about this. But guys, it's still there. So I want you to know that you can be a survivor of any type of abuse you might have suffered in the past or that you might be going through now. So we're going to be talking about all of this in the upcoming days. It's going to take me about 2 weeks doing videos 3 times a week to get this done, okay? So stay with me. Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, I'll be doing live video shoots. I'll talk to you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.